Sunday, things were really moving along the addition, until our neighbor started complaining. Mr. Lorca had an issue with the noise because he works the night shift at a hospital and needs to sleep during the day. So Mom's been asking the workers to keep it down, but it's not easy to do when you're dealing with hammers. Shh. Our other next door neighbor, Miss Turtle, isn't happy about the addition either. Apparently, one of the workers rolled a wheelbarrow into her property and trampled some of her flowers, and now she wants us to replace them. And it's not just our next door neighbor. And Miss Ruskin lived diagonally across the street, and I guess one of her cats got into our yard and stepped on a nail. So she told Dad had to pay the vet bill. All of this complaining is just slowing things down and making the project take longer. So this person who was actually making any progress around here is Manny. He found a toy toolbox in the basement, and he took some scrap wood out of the dumpster. I'm not exactly sure what he's building in the backyard, but it looks pretty impressive. The dumpster is definitely the best thing about this project. Whenever the trash can in my bedroom gets full, I just empty it into the dumpster right outside my window. ABC disposal. What's even better than that is how easy it is when I have to put out the trash on Sunday night. It's my job to put out the trash stickers on the bed, so I take everything down to the curb and a giant pan, especially when it rains. But with the dumpster, I don't even have a deal with the stickers, so I could just chuck the bag straight in. Toss. Thwink. Tonight, I might feel pretty stupid mistake though. I didn't feel like taking each trash bag out to the garbage, so I tried to empty it into the dumpster all at once. Unfortunately, I didn't realize how heavy the trash was, and I couldn't get the garbage, couldn't get it all in all the weight over the top of the dumpster, so the whole garbage can tipped backwards and the trash emptied out on the bags. So now there was garbage everywhere, and I had to scoop all the trash bags back into the bags. To make matters worse, it was a windy night, so trash was everywhere, and it wasn't a lot of fun trying to chase all the stuff down in the dark. I spent an hour picking trash out of Mr. Lurkin's bush. Remember, he worked at the night shift leave at that time. When I got back to bed super late yesterday, Monday, I got to bed super late yesterday because I had to try to convince Mr. Lurica that I wasn't toilet papering his bushes. I really wish I had gotten good night's sleep, though, because the big test at school is this morning, and I don't think did my best. This was one of those tests that the whole school has to take. The teachers have been trying to get us ready for weeks because apparently the score really matters. I guess our school didn't really badly on the test last year, and I hope if that happens again, there are going to be a budget cut, and that means some teachers can lose their jobs. On top of them, they might have to cut some programs like art and music. I wish kids had to say what to cut because one of the making the calls phys ed would have been on one. Making the calls phys ed would have been on the chopping block a long time ago. The teachers have been really stressed out about this test, and the last few weeks haven't been a lot of fun. Wrong. All this pressure has been getting to us kids stressed out too. So last week, the school brought the stress puppy into the library to help everyone relax, but kids got too grabby with the puppy, and then the puppy got all stressed out.
How much longer do you have?
The puppy started running in circles and peeing all over the place, so the school had to took it away, and nobody replaced it. It was a stressed lizard, and nobody wanted to touch that thing. Speaking of stress, I really wasn't looking forward to going home this afternoon because I knew they were going to cut a hole in the wall to connect it with the addition. I was worried they might accidentally have to cut through the plumbing, and I didn't want to be around when that happened. Ooh. Roderick thought they were going to use a wrecking ball to smash through the wall, and his whole plan was to make a music video with his band when they did.